So I will be at my home in Cincinnati for the first time ever, waking up Christmas morning with my own tree and my own little family. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I've got family that comes in from Vermont and New York and all over the place. Usually gathers at my grandma's house every year. Yeah.
Christmas Eve, we just always get together at my mom's house, and then we go over to my brother's house, and everybody just spends time together.
All my siblings and their spouses and children come here.
We usually do a little bit of traveling around for the holidays to see the wife's family, see my family.
I think we have more desserts than we do actual food every year. My grandma makes a really good cherry delight that I look forward to every year.
My husband's grandmother is 96 years old, and she makes homemade pies. She keeps them in her deep freezer and takes them out. The most amazing pie I've ever had in my life. Homemade crust, she makes it with lard. Very unhealthy, but we all fight for a piece of it.
Yep, no one else gets deviled eggs until half the tray's gone, and it's my fault.
You know, usually like to get some ham, and other than that, mashed potatoes, right?
So I am probably the only American that does not like mashed potatoes. I despise them, and anytime that they are served, I select something different.
We're thinking about doing prime rib for Christmas this year, so, you know, we like to be a little bit different.
My dad this year, I think he's doing a prime rib, which I'm really looking forward to.
It's kind of a little bit of a tradition that my mom makes this like Heath Bar coffee cake every Christmas.
My uncle dressed up as Santa Claus when I was like 5 or 6 years old. I think my dad woke me up, said there's something going on downstairs, and I ran down the stairs and I saw Santa Claus putting presents under the Christmas tree. That was pretty cool. I think every kid should get to experience something like that.
I remember that my favorite gift I ever received was when I was a kid. Actually, it was my first computer. I was in like 7th grade.
Probably my car when I was 16, well, 17, so that was my favorite ever.
So I got the G.I. Joe Mobile Command Center when I was like 7 years old. That was pretty cool.
I try to encourage people's hobbies as much as I can. Like my parents started getting into like bird watching. So I got my parents like a really nice bird feeder one year.
I actually, when I was a kid, I used to make my family gifts all the time. I would just draw them pictures and like fold them up in like origami boxes and pretend that there was actually a gift in there, but it was just a drawing.
My dad has passed, but he used to play jokes on us for Christmas a lot, and when I was a kid, I used to wash my hair a lot, so he got me this big gigantic container of shampoo. So, yeah.
There was this Backstreet Boys necklace that I had been asking for. I really wanted it, and I was hoping I was getting it, and then on Christmas Eve, I was over at my grandma's house, and she handed me this little box. It looked like a necklace box, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. This is the necklace. And I opened it up, and it's a whole bunch of cotton balls, and there's a note on top of it that says, I'm sorry, this is the best we could do. It's snowman poop. Sorry about your necklace. And I just sobbed and cried, and I was so upset. And then my grandma pulled the necklace from around her back, and she was like, we were just kidding, it was just a joke. But that is something that I remember still to this day.
So my favorite part about Christmas is picking out the gifts and wrapping them. I love wrapping gifts. I'm pretty creative.
Christmas morning was just funny because we'd be banging on the floor trying to get our parents to come to the steps, and they would, and then they'd joke with us and not let us come down, and we'd be dying because, you know, we just wanted to go see our presents.
So we have a big family that is spread out in age, so there are always small children that want to open the gifts, you know, 6:30, 7 a.m. So every single year of my life, I have been out in front of the tree with a cup of coffee by 6:30.
I'm gonna say not murdering my brother, because he always wakes me up early, and I'm not a morning person.
Yeah, I was waking my parents up saying, it's Christmas, wake up, wake up.
It's always been fun around the holidays to decorate and to just put lights up, you know, actually just getting together and making a couple days of it. It's just kind of a whole event in and of itself to get ready for the season.
I hate decorating. That's not fun for me. I'm not really creative, so that I find that not enjoyable.
We watch A Christmas Story all day long. It plays on the TV all day long. My kids have grown to love that movie so much, so that's a tradition that we do every year.
And my aunt has a very old Victorian home. Everyone would gather, all my cousins and aunts and uncles and stuff, and we would have present opening on Christmas Eve, and the living room would be full of wrapping paper and everyone would have so much fun. I miss doing that. That was a lot of fun.
There is one tradition that my grandparents have always done and my parents always did, which was, I don't know if this is some like German tradition or something, but they hide this little pickle ornament in a tree, and the first kid to find that in the tree gets to open the first present. So, yeah.
Time off from work and relaxing, being with our family.
I think what I'm looking forward to most is just making the memories with my kids, seeing how happy they are on Christmas morning and just watching them open their gifts.